Ice Cream Conversation. Ice Cream Conversation. Let's go. Forever on the grind all day, every day. Ice Cream Convos, always real, they never play. Download the podcast, listen on any day. Why didn't I do this sooner? Only thing you ever say. Xaviera, best host of all time. All of the faithful listeners will say they never lie. Check every story they run, like me with the rhymes. When other shows report anything, it should be a crime. Entertainment news, yeah, I gotta get mine from ICC, and you should be inclined to do the same if you got half a mind. I do co-sign this lady to shine like Frankenstein. Cut it today design. IceCreamConvos.com. Tune in, yeah. This influence by IceCreamConvos.com.
Welcome to the Ice Cream Convos Podcast, where we serve delicious scoops of entertainment and celebrity news. I am your host, Xaviera.
And I'm your co-host, Karla.
And thank you for tuning into today's show, episode 369, which is titled Loutelious. We'll explain later.
Yes. Too funny.
So, Karla, listen, everywhere I go, I keep smelling weed.
Okay. Like weed, like...
Yeah, like marijuana,
gas?
like
okay.
Okay, so look, I took Eve to a play spot. It smelled like weed, and then I could just be outside walking around. I'm like, yo, it smelled like weed. It smelled like weed. So the other day, Destiny was like, why does it always smell like weed to you? And how do you know what weed smells like?
Weed. Of course, it smells like weed everywhere. No, honestly, like I think it's because you got to remember, like the quality of marijuana right now is at its best. So like that old what they used to call it, dirt weed that our parents used to smoke, that little yeah. You know, that ain't had no real sense. Look, the stuff they got now, you could literally, like, if you don't what do you call that stuff where you could like compress seal it or whatever, if you're gonna smell it. Like it could be, I've been in Walmart's the place that always smell like weed.
You ain't trafficking at Walmart through
no,
UPS,
not at all.
Not through the United States Postal Service. You ain't trafficking that through there.
Believe it or not, though, we'll talk about this after air. I believe a lot does go through it just because of stories I heard. But that's why I think you smell it more because of the quality. Like get that loud or whatever y'all want to call it, that gas, that you know, it's all. And then some people are on medical marijuana. So you have people had their medical marijuana cards. And Georgia's not recreational. Is it legal?
Girl,
marijuana or recreationally in Georgia?
I don't know. I don't even know.
I don't think so, right?
I don't know my rights.
I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm gonna have to look. Yes, you do. I'm gonna have to, but that's not your link. I'm gonna have to look that up. I'm gonna look it up. But no, I think that's why we smell it more. Because I agree, I smell it everywhere. Like,
oh my gosh!
Remember, I literally went to Cowtown like maybe 3
you
weeks
went to
ago.
Cowtown?
Yes.
Oh my God, I miss Cowtown so much.
Just to go, you know, something to do, and yeah, girl, still the same. So just it's actually a little better, I think, but it's so I forgot how big it was. So we at Cowtown and we walk in, I'm sitting there with Carlos. All of a sudden, you know, it just hit me. I'm like, and I mean it inadvertently, I'm just like, somebody got that gas. Like, and I turned around, I looked and I'm like, oh yeah, I could tell. I looked at the eyes and I'm like, okay. But yeah, you smell it, like you could smell it in amusement parks, festivals.
You know, you made a really good point though, because I guess the fact that now it's more potent, like even the casual smoker is carrying a scent, and because you know I got a bloodhound nose.
True that.
And I smell everything.
True that. True.
Like I could smell a cigarette 300 kilometers. Look, how the military people 300 clicks. I can smell a cigarette.
No, you did. No, you can. Your sense of smell is I can confirm that. Question though, do you like the smell of it or you don't? Because a lot of people that don't partake love to smell it.
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't know why, but it's almost like when you first smell it, when I first smell it, I get like that little giggly, like, ooh, somebody's smoking weed. But I would say that the aroma doesn't bother me. Okay. Now a cigarette, I'm ready to pull out guns and start clapping on people. Yeah, I can't stand the smell of a cigarette. But no, Mary Jane don't bother me. It don't bother me. It's almost like a incense. Remember the incense?
Like therapeutic. Like an essential. Mm-hmm. Yeah. But no, I was just curious about that. But yeah, that's so. How do
you tell on your mailman? What's the course of action?
It's 800 number. Like, what do you mean tell? Like a complaint?
I'm trying to snitch on my mailman.
What you trying to snitch? Like he keep bringing the wrong damn mail to my house, or like he's stalking?
I don't know what's going on. Y'all excuse me because I'm chewing a lot of ice today. I think my potassium down. You start making up stuff. I think my potassium acting up.
Something's wrong with you. Oh, by the way, real fast. No, weed's not legal. It's not in Georgia yet.
Yo, if you want to know your rights, call Karla.
I just happened to look it up. I didn't know that actually because that's state to state shit. You know how our country.
Yeah. I want to tell on my mailman or my mail lady. I don't know what's going on. I think we got somebody new. But over the past couple days, when we ride through the neighborhood, all the mailbox doors is hanging open. Like I'm gonna say 60-70% of the mailbox doors are hanging open.
She ain't shut none of them.
And or half-ass shutting them. And it was pouring down rain the other day. All my mail was soaking. I had to hang my mail up to dry just to open it and read it.
Oh yeah, no, that's not gonna work. And it's a 1-800 number though.
Oh, okay, all right. So
I didn't mean to cut you off. The only reason I'm saying it, finish your story. But the reason you said that, because I had to complain about mine before mine got nasty. I asked them, I explained to them, like, this person doesn't live here anymore or never lived here, whatever it was. And she was like, so? And I'm like, what do you mean so? She like, you need to go. I'm like, listen, I'm explaining to you, but I just didn't like her attitude. So I went and I found out you just, there's like a 1-800 number.
All right. So I need to snitch on my mailman. What else?
That ain't gonna work.
What else I need you to, look, I feel like
ain't gonna work. Not no wet mail. And thinking about like just your boxes being open, like people stealing mail anyway.
First of all, it's Christmas time, and now they sticking packages inside the mailbox. You playing with me?
You got a really good point. Yeah, you need to definitely make that complaint.
Because if it's apparel, they sticking it in the mailbox.
Yeah.
Stop playing with me.
Oh, and just to let you know, if you want to report, just while we on it, Amazon is not allowed to put their packages in your mailbox. I know this for a fact. I personally know an Amazon employee. Yes. So if you do, I don't like getting people fired. I'm not going to say like, call Amazon.
But I don't mind getting you on probation.
Yeah, you're right.
Stop playing with me. You got a job to do. No, job.
What you could do is, because sometimes they forget or may have not been trained well. Just say, look, you ain't supposed to be putting this in my mailbox. If you know you drive, you feel comfortable. Say, look, that's what I would suggest. But yeah, don't let them put that your packages in the mailbox.
Okay, I think Amazon was down this morning. I saw it on Twitter. It was trending. Wow. Amazon down. Yeah. So I don't know if it's back up by now. Just before we get started with today's show, I do want to make a correction. On last week's show, we kind of did like some breaking news in regards to Shanquella Robinson about Dejanay Jackson being arrested for her murder. And that information, the lie detector determined that information was incorrect. Man. So apparently the Metropolix MX in Mexico, which has been pretty much a very reliable, I guess it's Mexico's TMZ, I guess, a long story short. And they have been pretty accurate in everything that they have been reporting in regards to the Shanquella Robinson case. But in this particular case, they had a lot of inconsistencies in their story. And because they have been so on point thus far in the case, I consider them to be a trustworthy source. But I later on found out that they are basically like, it's a blog and it's ran by the Harvey Levino of Mexico. So, so from now on, there is nothing I hate more than putting out like incorrect information. Like I will be, I can't stand.
But you know what? But you can't. Sometimes it's just like, listen, we've seen the most credible or considered to be most credible sources out there.
Everybody get got, but I hate to get got. Oh my gosh, it hurts my feelings so bad. So I just want to go ahead and make sure that we place a correction on that. And I think I may actually go back to last week's podcast and pull that out, like edit it completely out. Shout out to Georgia. Because we pulled up to the polls yesterday.
Yes. Shout out to y'all. Yes, y'all did.
Listen,
thank you.
I went out and did my due diligence, but when I tell you I got to that polling place, like, listen, I ain't coming back no more this year. Now I done did my part. And can I just say, to hell with all of y'all who be stalking my phone, knocking on my door, filling up my mailbox with all these goddamn political flyers. Y'all be texting me, hey, Xaviera, this is such and such from Grassroots and such from Rudy Toots and such. Can we count on you to go to the polls? Why y'all be harassing me when I go to the polls every single time and do my civic duty? Can you harass the people who don't be showing up?
That's right. For real. No, you got a good point. And that's the truth. They the ones they're not harassing.
Leave me alone. I am so sick and tired. I am so happy this election. I'm so happy that I don't have to see nothing else about Herschel Walker unless I choose to. Yeah. And speaking of Herschel Walker,
oh my God,
because you know he want to be with the werewolves and the vampires. I saw a clip yesterday where this man said, and I ain't even gonna say it. I'm not even gonna repeat it. So anyway, after he lost his son, Christian, you know, Christian is the loudmouth of the family. Yes. Christian got in the streets of social media, as always. And he had a few things to get off his chest following his dad losing the election to one Mr. Raphael Warnock, Bishop Warnock. And
shout out to him.
Yeah,
that was needed.
Let me see if I could find this.
I'm mad it was that close though, but I mean, it's still a win.
Still embarrassing that like millions of y'all went out there and voted for like Herschel Walker.
I'm tripping off of that. Like, yo, it's so bad that like when you watch him, and I don't mean to get off on this, but he even moved. You ever watch his body language?
Yeah,
his body language is literally like watch him and watch the other guy that was in office, our former president's body language. He's moving like him now. You know, like them damn like a Chuck E. Cheese animatronic.
Listen, not a Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, like Chuck E. Cheese. Watch next time you watch Herschel Walker. Watch. You be like, oh shit, he look like just watch.
He out here dancing like Hip Hop Harry, so it makes sense. So Christian Walker got on Twitter and said the truth. Trump called my dad for months, demanding that he run. Everyone with a brain begged him, please don't do this. This is too dirty. You have an insane past. Please don't do this. We got the middle finger. He ran. Republicans, we say we don't play identity politics. Then you ran this man mainly because he was the same skin color as his opponent with no background other than football. A boring old Republican could have won. Don't beat women, hold guns to people's head, fund abortions, and pretend you're pro-life, stalk cheerleaders, leave your multiple minor children alone to chase for fame, lie, say stupid crap, and make a fool of your family. And then maybe you can win a Senate seat. Now, I'm going to just leave that right there. It'd be your own children.
Well, yeah. Don't it? Now, don't it?
It'd be your own children.
Now, don't it? Yeah, that's wow. Oh, that Amazon is back up too.
Oh, cool. Thank you. Come on, research department. You listen, Karla is not only a co-host, but she is the best research department in the building. Okay.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
So hopefully we don't have to see Herschel Walker. Like I don't even want a Hershey's chocolate. I don't want a Hershey's Kiss. I don't want a Hershey candy bar. I don't want I don't even want to go to Hershey Park. I don't want none of it.
Oh, wait, not Hershey Park.
Yes, get Herschel Walker out of here. I'm done.
Too close. Yeah.
God.
Oh my gosh. He would give me a headache. That's why I've never watched like a full, but some of the clips that I heard, I'm just like, yo, this guy, like it's really disgusting. It does.
But again, it is so almost insulting that the Republican Party thought all they had to do was put an idiotic buffoon ass black man in front of us and we will just go to the poll and click because he black.
Yeah.
Like y'all really thought, like, remember the game where they used to put something in each hand and shake the hand up and then you're supposed to choose?
Yes.
Like y'all really thought if y'all put black in both hands.
It make me wonder how much that means we got a lot more work to do. Yeah. You got a good point.
Y'all really think we that dumb?
They still keep trying it though, but why do they keep trying it? You know, it's like, well, that means we got some work to do.
Man, and I got something I want to say to a certain demographic of people, but I'm gonna hold off and wait until I'm ready until I am mentally prepared to fight cancellation. But I do have something that I want to say to it. Look, Karla, you got.
I'm like, wait a minute, mother.
I think it's a good time for us to take a break. I have something that I want to say to a certain demographic of people. I'm gonna hold off today.
All right.
But y'all got one more election to play in my face, and I think y'all know who I'm talking to. But y'all got one more election to play. Because Karla, you know who I'm talking to.
Yeah,
now.
I know you talking
y'all
about.
Y'all got one more election to play in my face.
Yes.
And I'm gonna say something, and I'm gonna get my prayer book and my prayer cloth, and I'm gonna go in my prayer closet and prepare to fight the cancellation. But y'all got one more. I'm going on record. Y'all got one more time, because y'all almost messed up Georgia.
Yeah, for real.
Y'all almost messed us up.
All
right. I want to extend my condolences to the family of Kirstie Alley.
Yes.
Man, yes. Kirstie Alley was that chick. As a kid who used to love watching Cheers.
Yes. And later on, getting older, look who's talking. Like, I fell in love with her again, and look who's talking.
Man, Kirstie Alley as your mama and John Travolta as your dad.
Yes.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Yes. Yes. A legend. Man.
Yeah. It's just really sad, you know, when you hear about people passing. She passed away at 71 after a short battle with cancer. Her kids made the announcement via social media. Just such a sad loss. Kirstie Alley. And, you know, I am learning so much about people in death that I didn't necessarily know about them in life. And I don't know if it's just a me thing or if it's a we thing. Mm-hmm. I did not know. I did not know she had a Golden Globe. I did not know she had an Emmy.
Me neither. Okay.
Like, I did not know she had children. Like, it's just a lot of things I really just didn't know about Kirstie Alley. And, you know, it's just really sad. And, you know, John Travolta was right out there. And, you know, I really feel sad for John Travolta. I have a special place in my heart for John, even though John, I ain't forgot about the rumors about you, John, though.
I know.
I ain't forgot about them.
Yeah, we ain't forgot.
I ain't forgot about the massage rumors, John. I know you like the massages, but we're gonna talk about that at a different time. But he has just suffered so much loss after losing his wife, his son. Like every time I see a picture of Jet, I'm just like,
I know. One of the saddest. Yeah.
And then like, just to, you know, we talked about this before because we have our grandmothers and we have older people in our family. And when all their friends start passing away, like when you get to that point where your friends be passing away on a regular basis, that got to do something to you mentally and emotionally.
Yeah. You know, it's so funny you said that because, thank God, my grandmother's still living, and I see that in her. It's so funny you said that. Mm-hmm. And I have to be more mindful and pay more attention. And what I mean by attention, like sit there, because you know sometimes life is busy and we're in and out and stuff. But no, take the time, because her friends aren't really around. You know what I mean? So we are her friends.
Absolutely,
family becomes like your friend. So
absolutely,
shout out to you for like kind of, that's something I think we all needed to be reminded of. For those of you who still have your grandmothers and older family members that are still in your life.
Yeah, because I was raised by my great grandma. I mention it all the time. Excuse me. And I just remember, like, once she got to a certain age where it was like just always a call, like, oh Lord, okay. Well, thanks for letting me know. Oh, such and such pass. Oh,
yeah. No, that's how it is. Yeah.
And then when her best friends, when her girls, the ones she used to go to the seniors, and like go when they start passing, I was
that's
like,
when it's so sad.
Yeah.
Gosh, you just hit home with that. That is so true.
So you know, just you know, especially it's the holiday season too. So let's just put this out there early. Like, just be a little more, try a little tenderness, because it's a lot of people that's really hurting this time of the year.
That is so true.
Did you start Christmas shopping?
Don't nobody. Everyone like Tommy. No,
not you about to sing a song. Wait a minute, not Karla about to sing a song on their ass. Let me find out, because you know I'm the one that be singing. You need my microphone. Hold on. You need my microphone. Don't get it started now. Don't get me started. What's
you so silly? No, I ain't start. Did you start? I'm so ashamed because I had a plan and it literally fell apart. I was gonna start early.
Yo, I'm starting to like Destiny called me out on my BS. She said, last year, she's like, yeah, Dad, remember last year, Mommy hate Christmas. Like Mommy was so mean at Christmas and Mommy was so, and I was like, what? I was not mean. In hindsight, in retrospect, I was Scrooge. I was so like,
I'm trying to remember last Christmas.
I was so annoyed with the idea of having to go out and find gifts for people and try to figure out. And for me, I guess the annoyance came in with number one, I don't like when it's cold. So I got to go out in the cold and be shopping. And then for the people that are like, oh, why don't you just shop online? All right, cool. That is an option. But I got to figure out what you like. And I think that annoyed me more than anything because I have a husband who literally has everything he wants.
True that.
Nothing. And I'm kidding. He does. He has everything he wants. So then it's like, what do you get the person who has when they always say, who has everything? One year I came up with the bright idea. I was going to get him a bevel, the little bevel.
Oh, I remember that. Kit. Yeah, I remember that year.
Go in the bathroom and he cutting his hair with a bevel barber kit. Are you serious right now? Are you serious? Like he literally has everything. Like I am.
But I think you gotta be pretty hard to shop for too.
Man, let me tell you what makes me happy. In the year of our Lord 2022.
All right, what make you? Yeah, please let us.
Going to TJ Maxx and Marshalls and finding danskin draws in my size. That is what makes me happy.
All right.
Not interviewing my favorite celebrity.
The simple things.
Like literally, Jay was like, what do you want for Christmas? Destiny was like, she want draws. She want bras and draws. Bras and draws. I'm like, you can never have too many. And then my body is
sure that is very true. You could never have too many.
Yeah, but my body going through this weird thing where it's like my butt be eating my drawers, and then it's so right now just having on a pair of comfortable
ass panties
starts my day on a good foot.
Yeah, true that. That makes so much sense.
Yeah, I have so much anxiety because I have the heart of hammer, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, you true that.
But I got the finances.
Stop. We ain't doing that. Nope.
I got the heart of MC Hammer and the finances.
Don't do it.
I'm like, yo, I don't want to spend a whole bunch of money. But if I want to get gifts for all the people I want to get gifts for,
it's going to require you. And I know you. And I know you. That is so true. Listen, just give us I know me. We'll take just your love is gift enough for me.
Yeah, all right. I'm gonna be handing out hugs.
Listen.
Little kids gonna be like, what can I do with this?
You dead wrong. Yes.
What is this? Baby, pass it to your father.
Forgive her.
I'm kidding. Yeah. I am so kidding. God
you are so stupid.
I am kidding.
But
yeah.
Oh man.
Christmas stressing me out, man.
Yeah, me too.
Your tree up?
Not yet. We last minute around these parts. I was thinking about getting a real tree. I'm
gonna keep it 100. What? I'm gonna keep it a what? I'm gonna keep it 100. I'll be putting up my tree while Santa coming down the chimney. People like, really? I'll be like, yo, just sit the gifts over there by the couch. We're gonna have the tree up in a minute.
You might as well go get you that free tree then. I think like the night of Christmas. Like they give trees away because most people have their trees. I think so. Like at a certain time. Usually that time Santa bringing his ass down the chimney.
We both be coming in the door at the same time.
Yes.
Seriously. He looking at me. I'm looking at him like, seriously. And why you smell like weed?
Yeah.
Santa be smelling like ganja.
Yeah, you tripping. Yeah, listen. I just can't. You know what? I'm going to actually start though this week. Like I literally have to start this weekend, or I'm gonna end up stressing myself out. I don't need that anxiety. I know I already have some, but
yeah.
The good part is like I ain't got the funds to get old, but I'm not getting like. I love when like you have teenagers, right? Because it's kind of simple. I think you spend more when they're smaller. What you think?
You do,
even though stuff costs more expensive because you're wasted. I say waste more money. That's what it is.
Yo, you
waste more when they're smaller.
I always struggle with the quantity over quality.
Yes.
Like,
yes. Me too. So
because if you buy CJ a PS5, my G, that's $400 or $500. Merry Christmas. But he literally got one box sitting under the tree.
Yeah. Same thing with me. You ever find yourself looking and you're like, hold up.
It don't look like it's enough. Yes. Yo, what is wrong with Black people? Do you think it's a Black thing, or you think that's a universal thing?
I'm going to say it's a universal thing. Only reason I know now is because thanks to social media. I used to think it was a Black people's thing too, till you go check over there on your Facebook page at holiday time. Honey, that thing is everybody. I don't care. I don't care. Black, white, Asian.
Oh my goodness.
Latino. I'm serious.
I have literally stood in front of my Christmas tree, my hands on my hips, like, this don't look like enough.
Me too.
Then you start rearranging.
Before everybody wake up. Yeah.
Pushing everything to the front. Ain't nothing behind the tree. Everything in the front of the line.
Man, listen, shout out to the people. And I mean shout out to this. I'm no sarcasm. To the people that will take a gift that somebody ain't touched and rewrap that John, especially kids, rewrap that John.
Yep.
For the next year.
Yep.
And put it under the tree.
Yep. Stop playing with me.
No, I'm serious. I've wasted a
it?
lot of money.
Yo, I might just start wrapping empty boxes for aesthetic. Just throw them in for aesthetic. Because the things, like real rap, the things I got Destiny are a little more on the pricey side. So you ain't getting a lot. Yeah. And then I hate the fact that it's like, when you open gifts, like, I'm the type that buy a pack of socks and wrap each individual sock for aesthetic. Like,
yeah, you got to. Me too. That's how that's what makes Christmas, right? It's the surprise of opening up like each item. That's what I think it is.
Yeah. But man, I don't know. And then I can't find, I ain't found nothing for Eve. I got JB like 2 things. And then I start trying to rationalize, like, all right, I'm gonna give everybody 5 things. That way it's she's still opening stuff and I'm done.
You can't do that. You're gonna drive yourself crazy.
Oh my gosh, yo. I'm just shout out to
still opening stuff.
Yeah, listen. 3 hours later, still unwrapping. But like, dang. Okay. So, but yeah, just let me know what's going on with you with Christmas. Like, let us know. Like, you started Christmas shopping. Are you an online shopper? Do you like the thrill of going into the stores? Like, what's your Christmas strategy? That is my question to everyone. What is your Christmas strategy? I want to know.
That's a good question.
Do you shop online, in the store, or both? Do you decide ahead of time how many gifts you're going to buy each person?
Right.
Or do you just wing it? Do you have a budget? Do you have a set amount of money you're going to spend for each person? Or is it just, I'm getting XYZ for each person? Like, I need to know, I need to have a better strategy for next year. Because at this point, I'm just getting ready to throw caution to the wind and be like, listen, I'm just going to get Christmas out the way. I will start my savings plan come January, because apparently I ain't going to be able to save nothing in December.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. It's stressing me out.
Girl. And Christmas is supposed to be the most wonderful time. Remember,
yes.
It's the most wonderful time of the year. I'm singing more like, this some bullshit. Oh my gosh, man.
Oh, God.
I'm gonna start telling people Jesus the reason for the season and hand out Bibles.
Listen,
for Christmas.
You better.
You're gonna get this daily bread.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Yes.
Chavez to you.
Yes.
Okay, so I do have an update in the Takeoff murder case. Ironically, after we recorded the last podcast, they announced an arrest. Remember, we were saying, and we were talking about, just being mindful of the reporting and so on and so forth. So they have arrested Patrick Xavier Clark and charged him with the murder of Takeoff. So Patrick Xavier Clark is from the Houston area. He is actually known as DJ Pat in Houston. He is 33 years old. The Houston Police Department has not released a lot of information as to why they feel like he is the guy. But the Houston Police Department said that because everyone that was there on the night of the shooting basically dispersed like roaches after the shooting, that they have had to heavily rely on video, all the stuff that the social media sleuths have been relying on. Yeah. They have had to heavily rely on video. I know they've spoken to maybe a few people.
They said surveillance too, so they had to be cameras and
surveillance.
Like that,
yes, thank you,
which is key because the cell phone video, like we're only getting like those. They're getting like angles, and they seen the shooting. You had to, they had to actually see.
Yeah, you're right. Thank you for clarifying surveillance video as well. Mm-hmm. And they also relied on ballistics testing of the bullets and the guns and all that involved. So they have arrested Patrick Xavier Clark, 33 years old. Now they are saying that after Takeoff's death, Patrick applied for an expedited passport to Mexico. They also said at the time of his arrest, he did have the passport and a large sum of money. And so they feel like he was getting ready to be a flight risk, like he was getting ready to flee the country. He has been arrested, jailed on $2 million bond. He is now asking a judge for $5,000 towards a private investigator. And he is saying that a private investigator is necessary in order to investigate the case to help him properly prepare for trial. Mm-hmm. So his attorney, I just want to pull this up really quickly. He has an attorney, probably one of many.
She's pretty too.
Oh, I ain't seen her.
Are we talking about the same one? Yeah,
I ain't seen her. Quiones.
Yes.
Okay, let me find out she's cute. Not that it matters, but let me find out.
No, I was just saying because I happened to see a clip when she was talking.
Yeah, so her name is Leticia Quiones, and she is one of his attorneys. She is saying that there is a lot of investigation that needs to be done. So we just ask that everyone keep an open mind and let the system do its part and let the Constitution do its part. And that is right now, he is innocent until he's proven guilty. So she's saying that it is necessary, for this private investigator that they need. And they're asking a judge to allot the $5,000 because Clark's family has basically exhausted all of their financial resources on his attorney. Mm-hmm. From what I understand, his attorney took the case at a discounted rate as well. Okay. So I don't know if the attorney, sometimes defense attorneys take high profile cases to get their name out there. Yeah. Whether she necessarily believes he's innocent or guilty, but a lot of times these attorneys, especially in high profile cases like this, they will cartwheel and hop right on top of it.
Yeah.
So Clark was arrested on December 1st by the Houston Police Department. She is saying that the reason why he had this passport and this large sum of money is because he was planning to go on vacation in Mexico, but had to cancel the trip before his arrest. I need to know when he applied for that passport.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, when did he apply? That's what that comes down to, whether she says if it's a lie or not.
When did he apply for the passport?
Yeah, that's the thing. When did he apply?
Yeah, so Clark does have a bond reduction hearing set for December 14th to see if they can get the $2 million bond down so he can get out. There were some, the prosecution were asking for some very specific things in their bond request, like he's not allowed to talk to J. Prince Jr. or the Prince family. He's not allowed to communicate with Takeoff's family. He's not allowed to communicate. Like they had a list of people.
What's the boxer's name? He can't communicate with him either.
So that is the boxer.
Yeah. Shakur Stevenson?
Yes.
Is that
Stevenson.
Is that his name?
I was like, the boxer? What the boxer?
Yeah, that's why it's so many questions. I've been like, oh gosh,
what the boxer got to do with it?
Like, honestly, we're all like, this is the thing from everything we all seen. This is just me. I'm gonna keep it 100. I think they pull him in because Little Cam said something, right?
This the timing of it is crazy.
Yeah, the whole passport. I'm not saying it's not true, but I think Lil Cam said something too. It's something they seen on video. And if you notice, they still are begging for witnesses. Not begging, but they say if you don't come, we gonna come for y'all. And I'm gonna tell you why I believe. I feel like my question to anyone. Okay. Anybody heard from Migo Bands? That's the guy that we clearly seen on video with the gun in his hand, backing up. I think it's what, Quavo's assistant. And the only reason I'm saying this, I feel like when it's all said and done, there are going to be several people brought in because that we heard more than one gun. We know it's at least two. So if I'm his attorney's argument is going to be like, what caused him to fire? Right. So if he was being shot at or thought he was, it's going to be a lot of self-defense claims, I think.
I'm going to take it a step further. And I just want to put it out here that this is nothing but pure, unadulterated speculation.
Yes.
Takeoff was hit with more than one bullet.
Yeah. I know.
Who's to say that he wasn't hit with two different bullets? I
know. They claim that, from what I saw in one of the reports, they claim that he was shot in the back of the head from the same. But I don't know what to trust anymore with.
I don't.
Because things change. But I'm like you, like, who's to say it wasn't like a crossfire thing and he caught, it's a mess. I just think I think we're only at the tip of what's really
absolutely. Like, I think this is the very, very tip of the iceberg. And you know what else I found interesting? While they said that Lil Cam, that he was arrested on a weapons charge, but he was not being arrested in connection to the actual murder of Takeoff. Why did they put his mugshot right next to Patrick's during that press conference?
Wow. Yeah.
It was almost because as soon as the press conference started and I saw two faces, I was like, yo, they getting ready to announce two names. And I was like, nah, that's Lil Cam over there. Yeah. So my first thought was you, because initially you said, listen, they brought Lil Cam in on XYZ, but I feel like, I think you, and tell me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you said, like, you felt like they were setting Cam up for another charge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like, bring him in on this. Yeah. Knock him down.
Bring the heat on him. Y'all. And bring the heat on him.
And then up the charges on him.
Exactly.
So then it threw me off when they only announced Clark with the murder charge, but then had Cam's picture right next to him. Yeah. So it was almost like, y'all still tried to implicate him without implicating him.
They did. And if you remember, Lil Cam, I specifically remember his attorney said, one of the reporters asked Lil Cam's attorney, do you know will Lil Cam talk to the DA about who murdered Takeoff or who? And he basically said, if it comes down to that, we'll talk. He said those basically along those lines, like, when it's time to sit down with the DA and have it answer those questions, we will.
I will tell you, the streets of social media are not buying this. Have you seen that?
No, not
the streets
lately.
Of social media are not buying.
I know I'm not.
DJ Pat is the killer. So you're not buying that DJ Pat is the killer?
No, I feel like it. I honestly, in my heart, feel like it's friendly fire. I feel like Migo Bands, one of those shots was from Migo Bands. Wow. That's just just only because he's the first person. And this is all speculation because we only seen clips, but we all seen those analysts, like the ones that he was the first one clutching while Quavo's still arguing. You see him like with the gun on his side clutching. So who's to say there's other eyes around the room? Like, now you're making people feel jumpy because you got your gun. Like, I don't know. That's just.
So, all right.
And we haven't seen him since. I don't know. Somebody tell me. I haven't seen him since. Not even in the video after. Unfortunate when we see Takeoff, Quavo over to. He's gone.
And why would you leave a home?
If that's your assistant, if you're Quavo, he's Quavo's assistant.
Sorry.
Right?
That's my spoon and my cup of ice.
Because I don't want to get it wrong. Migo Bands is Quavo. I'm going to look it up. But I think I'm almost positive he's Quavo's assistant. But yeah, it's just.
That social media is not buying it. They basically said that they're saying that Patrick Xavier Clark, a.k.a. DJ Pooh, is the fall guy. And I'm just like, yo, I just want justice for this family.
I do too, and it just doesn't make sense because it was so many. I like I said, they're going to bring them in. They're going to find out. They're definitely going to find out.
Yeah, this is just the tip of the iceberg. This whole case is far from over. From over.
Yeah. So I feel like it is Quavo's assistant. I was trying to look up more information because I heard it was maybe some relation, but it is Quavo's assistant, Migo Bands. I just wanted to make sure before I put that out there that I don't know. But I know that we clearly saw him with a weapon. I'm not saying he fired it, but that's the one person. Everyone else was kind of sketchy. Like even
that's what you want to hear from. That's what.
Yes, I just want to hear something. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Make it make
radio
sense.
silent. Yeah, make it make sense. Exactly.
Wow. Last
thing we heard, he was a person of interest. I think that's the last thing we heard, and that was like a day after he was murdered. Wow. In the headline, it was like, because they were calling him like blue shirts. Like they didn't even know who he was. But that's the last thing we heard. So I don't know.
Yeah, this case is far from over. Yeah. Chief, I think is Chief Finney. Is that his name? Chief Finney out there in Houston. Familiar. Yeah, he not playing.
Yeah, he remind me of Rock.
He do. Whoa, whoa, yes. Every time he walk up, good afternoon, I'll be like, whoa, whoa, yes. Rock all day. But I love his energy. He really seems passionate and dedicated to trying to get this case solved.
Yes.
But I just don't. People was like, DJ Pat, really? Yeah. Like people are not buying it. They said they feel like he's the fall guy. But
it's so ironic that I didn't mean to cut you off. They claim that he had, I don't know how true this is, but they claim back in like 18, he had charges. I think they were dismissed, whatever that. Another incident at a club where he was involved in a club shooting. So it's just like, if that's true, that would be an easy fall guy too. Right. Like, here we go. Here he goes again. History. Just fired off. Yeah, exactly.
History repeating itself.
Yeah.
I want to know when that passport was applied for. And then I'll know whether or not to step on or step off.
Yeah. Seriously.
When was the passport applied for? So
yeah.
As always, we will continue to keep you updated in this case. We send our deepest condolences to Takeoff's family, loved ones, fans, all who knew and loved him. And again, just another senseless tragedy that could have completely and totally been avoided.
Yes.
It's just so heartbreaking. So let's go ahead and take a break. And then when we come back, I want to talk about some breakups and some babies and some other things going on out here. So, all right, I'm about to eat some ice. I'll be right back. Okay, ICC friends, we are back and I got a mouthful of ice. We encourage you to be a part of the show by sharing your thoughts and comments in the comment section where you listen to the podcast. And be sure to subscribe and rate our podcast wherever you listen and let others know why you love the show. Karla, how you fumbled Nia Long?
Would you? Oh yeah, fumbled. That's being nice. How you?
Okay.
Fuck that up. Nia Long.
Nia Long. Listen. So, in case you haven't heard, Nia Long and Ime Udoka are officially broken up after a 13-year relationship. Now, first things first, I was a little blown away by the fact that he was able to keep Nia Long for 13 years without marrying her. But again, I'm learning more about people. I learned so much about Nia Long in her Hollywood Reporter interview, like so much about Nia Long. And I'm like, you know what? I think I love her a little bit more because Nia Long is a very private person. We have never really been in Nia Long's business.
True.
We know what role she in. We know whatever hearsay, whatever somebody might have said a little something about her here and there, but Nia Long's business is Nia Long's business.
Yeah, true that. That's so true. Especially being as long as she's been in the business too. 36
years she's been in the business.
Wow.
36 years. Yeah. So you get with a man, love this man. In hindsight, it's just so hurtful because he got this job with the Boston Celtics as the head coach. Nia Long hopped on Instagram in a Celtics jersey, looking all like a young tender, just congratulating her man on his first day as head coach and just standing by her man, uprooting herself and her kids and moving to Boston because they fitting to do this, going to the games, acting like a Boston basketball wife.
Yes.
And then you gonna go to the job. You're going to go down to the Celtics job and sleep with the white women's that work in the office.
Not women's, though.
You're going, and I don't care who she was. I know she wasn't better than Nia Long. I don't give a damn. I don't give a damn if you was in there with a Robin, Robin, what's that white lady name? Margot Robbie, the real fine, what's her name? The real fine white lady. That played Harley Quinn. Hold on.
See, that's out of my lane. I don't know who.
It's Margot. Wait, who played? Margot Robbie. That's a fine white lady. That's a fine. Right. I don't care if you was down there with a Margot Robbie looking like she ain't better than Nia Long. You done went down to the Celtics thing and ruined 13 years with Nia Long.
Damn, yeah, for real. That's just like, it's so like, I feel so sad for her. Like, cause she put all that into it.
All that time.
Yeah.
I ain't been on a job for 13 years. I ain't had ice cream combos for 13 years. You threw away 13
That's
years.
A lot of time, but seriously. Like, and especially when you talk about Nia Long, like, I'm not calling her old either, but you're not talking about somebody who's like 20 that you met when they was 18, 21.
No. I was surprised. I think Nia Long is like 51 and fine as frog hair.
She is. What I'm going to say. She don't look it.
No, she don't. She don't. I look more 51 than she do. Me and my dancing draws.
But you still shut up.
Yo, okay, so he done went down to the thing, had an affair, and not only did he have an affair, he violated company policy, got suspended. It got turned into a scandal. The Celtics organization made it public. Nia Long had to go down to the thing and pull the baby out of school when it went public.
That's crazy.
Like, it's so much. So you done took this woman who has put her all into her career, her all into her children, and her all into her relationship with you.
Mm-hmm.
And you done went down to the thing and not only violated your relationship, but you violated her privacy. You violated your son being able to go to school in peace. You disrupted your son's life. You disrupted Nia's life. Nia got all this press and these people staring at her and looking at her, waiting for her to make statements and all. That is not Nia Long's bag.
No, it's not. It's not, like, totally not her bag. That's what it makes it. It's different to have your spouse or whoever cheat on you, but then like it's public eye. She's who she is. Like, I just feel sad for her. Like, I'm happy now, like, that it's over. Like, she can go through it and do some proper healing.
And your ass unemployed now.
Yeah, true that.
Because you suspended for the rest of the season and then nobody else hiring you right now. So not only did you embarrass, you violated our relationship, violated our family. You ain't even got no income.
Yeah. Yeah.
You dumb.
Yeah, I don't like that whole. I felt so bad for just like that whole situation for her because the way it was played out in the public, and the way Boston, like the way the NBA did it, and the way Boston did it was wrong though too.
That was
like,
nasty. That was trash.
It was.
That was real trash. Because you know what's so crazy? Nia Long has said, she called out Boston for making a private situation public. And I was like, why is she calling out Boston instead of calling out her man? Because if her man hadn't did it, it wouldn't have been nothing private to make public. But then hindsight, I thought about it and I said, they blasted Ime, whatever his name is, because I'm not that familiar with him.
When that stuff go on all the time.
Blasted him, but protected the woman he was sleeping with.
Yeah, true that. That is
so
true.
You blast him so Nia Long could get the secondhand blast.
Yeah.
But y'all protected little Miss Faux Margot Robbie at the office.
You got faux Margot Robbie.
Make it make sense. So, I mean, it is what it is. He thumbed the bag. I mean, let me tell you, in the streets of Twitter, when I put that post up about Nia Long, all you heard was, "Can you feel a brand new day?
You gotta be wanting to watch the woods. Stop playing.
Them dudes is in the streets of Twitter like, "Can you feel a brand new day?" Listen, them jokers is happy.
They happy.
Why is it like
somebody tried to holler? Several of them did already tried to holler, haven't they?
Man, Cameron was like, listen.
Yeah, Cam, that's what I couldn't do.
Cameron was like, hey,
you see Cam with the
it's been about a month. You ain't hit me back yet. Like, too soon, Cameron. Let her get her own place first. But it was crazy because on Thanksgiving Day, Nia Long posted a photo. She said, thankful for new places and new spaces. Happy Thanksgiving. But then she deleted it. So it's crazy because as someone who isn't necessarily for someone who has been private most of her career, like she would drop little gems and little morsels and little subliminals to kind of let us know what was going on in the relationship. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because she did that post and delete. I said, let me find out Nia Long doing post and deletes. She let us see our little apartment though. It's in the post. Go to icecreamconvos.com. You want to see a little glimpse of Nia Long's new spot. I don't know if it's a house or an apartment, but Nia Long can have whatever she wants.
Yes.
You can have whatever you
Oh, you took it right out of my head. You too quick.
Wait, speaking of T.I., did you see where T.I. said that
boy, we just oh gosh, go on. Because T.I. is what did he say?
Clifford said that in a past gun case, not the one that we all know about, that he got out of it by blaming the guns on his cousin who had passed away.
Child, here we go. Another one. Don't that sound like what's his name? Terrence Birdman's brother?
Wait a minute,
he was going around making him. He been making his rounds like I guess it's been I don't know how many months ago, but he been making his rounds because apparently Birdman brother, like we all know what Birdman did. He was OG in the streets of New Orleans or whatever, Louisiana. And they said he was doing all this time, and he admitted that he snitched on his dead homies, whoever, to get out. So the big issue was like all the the street dudes, whoever, now they don't look at him the same because they like a snitch is a snitch. So the question was like, is it still snitching if they did? So this sounds too familiar with T.I. like this.
Clifford out here remixing other people's stories.
I don't know. I ain't trying to say, but it's just ironic that because the first time I ever heard of somebody snitching on the dead was Terrence. I think let me make sure I got his name right. Was Birdman.
Okay, but let me ask you, morally, how do you feel about that?
Well, because I'm a civilian. It's absolutely okay, but in the street, like no, I'm like on a serious note. Like if that street code, I feel like it's snitching. And once you live that life, and you whatever that code is, because that's what y'all claim that y'all abide by. Telling whether they alive or they dead, right?
Yeah, I think for me, it's just like I'm just very careful how I speak on the dead.
Yeah, but you know what? I found out people really don't care no more.
No, they don't.
But I am too. I agree with you. Very, very careful. Wow. But child, we in a generation of now, like F the dead. Okay. I ain't even say that even come out of my mouth.
F them kids, and that kid's alive. So I mean, okay. Yeah, that I found that interesting.
Yeah, it is Terrence. I just wanted to make sure because
his name Terrence.
Yeah, because I gave him a couple. It just caught my attention, and I'm like, wait, you know me. I randomly go through the internet sometimes and something grabs my attention.
Let me find out Clifford out here remixing other people's stories for podcasts.
Listen, that ain't cool.
But I mean, just added to his other list of infractions. Keke Palmer is pregnant.
Oh, I think that's so awesome.
So the 29-year-old multi-hyphenate, that's my new shit right there. Multi-hyphenate. I like that. Because I'd be tired of being like the singer, actress, the director, the break dancer, the window washer, like multi.
Especially when you out here getting it like Keke. You definitely had to. You are so true.
Who would have ever thought Akila would have won that spelling bee and gone on to do such great things?
Yes, for real. For real.
Yo, and it's just something about Keke. Because I'm gonna be honest, there was a period of time where I would flip-flop back and forth with Keke.
Right.
I always genuinely loved Keke and always wanted the best for her. But Keke used to be doing a lot.
Yeah. True.
Like her personality is very, very big. And a lot of times I would feel like she was doing a number of things, including the most, a lot, too much, those type of things. But I just realized as I got older and the more I've come to respect her talent and who she is and what she represents for so many young Black women, older Black women. Like, you ain't got to be young to be inspired by somebody, and I'm just inspired by her. It's just such a beautiful thing just to watch her, because we talk about another person who probably been in the game 20 to 25 going on 30 years. Like Keke been out. She only 29 years old. So
yeah, but she's at least
maybe 20 years,
at least
over
20
years.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
At least 20 years. Yeah. She been out here. And I mean, the girl got her own network. Stop playing with her.
Yes.
She got her own network.
Yes.
And so she did announce her pregnancy while hosting Saturday Night Live, which is another check mark, boop, on her things of great things to do. I can so totally see her being an EGOT winner at some point in time in her career. She is pregnant by her boyfriend, Darius. I wasn't even sure if her and Darius were still together, because at one point they had broke up and unfollowed each other and all that good stuff that, people do in relationships. So they are together. They are happy, and she is expecting her first child. So congratulations to Keke.
Yes.
And other baby news, child Rudy pregnant. She will always be Rudy. She will never be able to shake
why
Rudy.
She looked more like Rudy, like her face, like I saw her pregnant, and I'm like, she looked just like that little girl again. She looked like Rudy.
Her little girl looked like Rudy.
She does.
Oh, her little girl. So Keshia Knight Pulliam, she is expecting her first child with her new husband, Brad James. He is also an actor, and they met on the set of a show or a movie or something they were doing together a couple of years ago. Mm-hmm. So funny story, I went to a screening. It was like for some Netflix Christmas movie. It was JB Desi and I, and we ended up sitting behind Keisha, Brad, and Keisha's 5-year-old, now 5-year-old little girl, Ella. At the time, I'm gonna say Ella probably was like 2.5, 3. And I turned to JB and I said, this man loved Keisha, because Ella would be enough for me to leave and never come back. When I tell you that little girl bad as hell, she was so bad. Oh my gosh, she was cutting up so bad in that movie theater. She was just busy. I want popcorn. I want some juice. I want some popcorn. And Keisha's like, okay, baby. Okay. She's one of those moms. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So she leaves to go get the popcorn and leaves Ella with Brad. Child. I started to say, don't do it. Reconsider. Read some literature on the subject. You sure?
That's too funny.
Yeah, but she just as cute as she want to be, but she was busy. She was leaning all into them terrible twos. You hear me?
So terrible twos ain't no joke.
No, not at all, because my grandbaby is exiting the terrible twos on Friday. So
that's sweet angel.
Okay. So congratulations to Keshia. So this is going to be her second child. As I mentioned, she has 5-year-old Ella from her previous marriage to Ed Hartwell. Now that was a shotgun wedding. Keshia and Ed, please. On New Year's Day, she was like, Happy New Year, I'm married and I'm pregnant. Ma'am, what? Huh?
I'm like, wait a minute.
Yeah. And then the next thing you heard, you remember, and the next thing you was like, oh, we getting a divorce.
It was over. Grand opening, grand
closing. I feel like she married him not to be embarrassed for being pregnant out of wedlock. I really honestly do believe that's what she did.
Yeah.
But congratulations to both of them. We're going to have some beautiful babies coming in 2023. And ICC love the kids. Love the kids. I am getting a little concerned. It appears the more we advance in technology, the creepier y'all MFers get out here, and the least or less safe I feel out in the streets. NeNe Leakes done found a Apple AirTag on her. Somebody tracking her.
On her, like her person?
She didn't say where she found it. She was like, look what I just found. So it was an Apple AirTag. So I know her and her man just got to Dubai. So they in Dubai now.
Okay.
So I don't know if it was placed on her while she was traveling.
Right.
Found it. But
question, because you know me, I'm not an Apple person.
I know. Come on.
AirTags, how many feet? Like, how does that work?
Oh no. Let's okay.
Yeah, let's see that. Because I'm wondering, like, because that's weird. You said they're in Dubai.
Mm-hmm.
And she found it. I wish I'd have known, like, okay, so it wasn't in her car or nothing. This was in her person.
So it says from near to far, it's important to note the limits of an AirTag. It's not a true GPS tracker as it relies on being within 30 feet of someone's iPhone to deliver its location to the network. That's even more scary because if you got an AirTag on
you said she's in Dubai. That's a scam. That's somebody
plotting on her when she get.
Because you're saying that it's not a GPS. It's only a certain amount of. Because I was wondering if it was. Man, that's kind of creepy. Oh my gosh, y'all are creepy.
I'm even more concerned now.
Yeah, I was just curious because I always hear about AirTags, right? You hear these stories sometimes, but I just didn't know much about them and how.
Yep.
Wow.
And you recall last month I told you Exhibit found one on his car last month.
It doesn't make sense.
So
and now I'm just saying it's only like 50 feet. It doesn't do you any service outside of that. Like
I don't know, but I do know that from what I understand, that if an AirTag is in the vicinity of your Apple iPhone, it will tell you that there is an AirTag in and around you somewhere.
Okay.
Your phone will tell you there's a unregistered AirTag. It is too much.
Creepy.
It's too much. It's too much.
AirTag, airdrops, like
girl. It's too much. It's too much. Yeah, Karla, your boy Boosie cutting up again.
No, they pulled Boosie was minding his damn business. Boosie was minding his goddamn business. No, seriously, don't you agree? He was minding his business this time.
I do feel like he was minding his business. This particular situation, I feel like, was instigated by social media. Now we all know that Boosie has been very, very vocal, minding other folks' business when it comes to Zaya Wade.
That's Black History, man.
Okay,
that was like
what's his thing? Come on, man. Come on, man. Listen. Boosie is okay. Come on, we got to lay
like at least a year. He ain't trying like a year.
Karla, we got to lay the blueprint. Come on now, let's be fair.
Yeah, true. Okay.
Come on, man. So Boosie was very vocal about Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union and the choices that they made in regards to Zaya, their daughter Zaya, who is transgender. He was very, very critical. Yes, he voiced his unsolicited opinions, his unsolicited advice. He called into question their parenting. He went hard in the paint on them.
Yeah, he did.
Okay. He received a lot of backlash for it then. And at some point, Boosie decided to mind his Black-owned business. Okay.
He really did.
But during that time, Gabrielle Union had an interview with Jemele Hill. And at the time, she was fighting fire with fire, some might say. And she threw shade back at Boosie, basically saying that Boosie cared a little bit too much. And she insinuated that he might be in the closet because he keep Dizzick on his mind a lot and this, that, and the third. So now you're implying that he's gay, right? Which some people argue she's weaponizing the LGBTQ community to put it on him, saying, well, maybe you got some secrets you need to come out of the closet with. So I understand all the POVs. Well, somebody didn't tell Boosie when they unearthed this clip and put it back in circulation that it was from a year ago. I know. Boosie hit the streets of social media clapping.
Yeah, he did.
He was clapping. And he had a message for Gabrielle Union. He let her know that everybody know that her husband loved Dizzick. That her and her husband are not a couple's goals or a power couple to the Black folks.
Yes.
He called Gabrielle Union a white girl.
Yeah, he did. He went in.
And he said, I'm just trying to stay alive. I ain't spoke on you people. I have declined to talk about y'all in interviews.
He has, though.
He said, I ain't just minding my business. I'm just trying to stay alive.
Shut up, the Boosie.
Leave me alone,
I can confirm he has. I watched him curve people when they try to come at him every interview with the little, either him or Lil Nas X stuff, you know, and he had been behaving himself. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But y'all wrong for whoever pulled that back out. Boosie got to control. What I will say is Boosie just got to get some more control. I wish he gets some more emotional control. I'm telling you, I love him. I love him like a cousin. I really do.
Oh my Lord.
That's the part, you know, because people are going to always troll him. For, you know what I'm saying? Because they're going to get it. Just like speaking of that real quick, because I know we need to move on. What is with y'all bringing up old shit? Like you seen the stuff like Nelly, the old Nelly videos? You seen that?
No. Wait.
I just seen this morning. It's videos of Nelly, you know, singing his songs, bringing up girls. I get they're all under 18, but you know, singing to them like how you sing to them, child. It's a mess. You're gonna have to look at it. I have to shoot you the clips, but I'm like, I looked at the videos. I didn't see anything creepy. I need you. These are old, apparently. These are at concerts. Okay. You know how you bring.
Yeah.
It's one's a you know, white girl. She might be 11, and then a black girl. They're young, and then there's a black girl that a little black girl, another concert that he brought her up. So they're like, the big thing is like, how did we let him get away with this petty stuff? Basically, like now Nelly's a pedophile. I'm like, y'all just the stuff that y'all dig up. But I looked at the video. I just looked at it and like he's singing to a fan. I mean, a young fan, but you know,
y'all will use anything against somebody to tear them down. Boy, I promise you got to be careful out here because they will pull your Carfax report and have you out in these streets butt naked with a thin sweater.
Y'all wrong. Ever since y'all decided to cancel Nelly, they've been going hard. I feel like Nelly's another one. Like they're just not going to let.
Well, he been getting some traction on the black blogs because him and Ashanti on stage bumping and grinding again in an effort to try to spite Irv Gotti. Yeah. Because how you go from not even wanting Nelly to hug you to now you on stage letting him grind on your butt after Irv Gotti said how much it hurt him when you was with Nelly.
Yes.
Okay.
But Ashanti's really smart. She's not stupid.
No. And I say this all the time. If you sit back and watch how these people move and just watch, you're going to watch people play chess and checkers all day long.
Yes.
You can easily see who's only capable of playing checkers. Some of y'all out here trying to play backgammon and can't get it together. But for the most part, you see people playing chess and checkers all day long.
For real. Seriously,
all day long.
Yeah, I just had to bring that up because y'all really be going back pulling people's Carfaxes. Goodness gracious.
Yep. Wait. Speaking of pulling videos, did you see that video of Kehlani in the London club grinding on Shuri?
No,
from Black Panther.
What?
Mm-hmm.
No, I ain't see that.
I said, now listen, I don't even know why that's a headline because it don't surprise me that the Black Panther like some black cookie. And don't surprise me. I mean, it's not like Shuri. I mean, Shuri is a vibe. She's a vibe, okay? And you know, Kehlani, that's my little boo thing. So
yes.
It don't surprise me at all. And y'all, and it's so funny, like, I guess I'm never going to be like in the top elite blogs because some of the stuff y'all be peddling and pushing out here is just
not peddling though.
Yeah, peddling. It's some straight BS. Like y'all peddling this video of Kehlani grinding on Letitia Wright in a London nightclub. A nightclub. Right. I can't see shiznit, and I just picked up my glasses yesterday from Carlin Vision, and I still couldn't see nothing. And y'all pushing this video around, acting like, "Ooh, this so scandalous! Ooh, it's so scandalous! Bambalous!" And I can't even see nothing. Give me, child. Yeah, she was living a vida loca.
Yes, now you gonna have that in my head all day.
Okay, but I couldn't see nothing. But y'all just want to have some content, so y'all just push anything. Child, if I can't see it, I ain't about to try to show it to you.
Nah.
Anyway, speaking of something that you can't show nobody, so Cynthia Bailey and Mike Hill, right? Mm-hmm. So they reached a divorce settlement. You know, they divorced in like less than 2 years of marriage. Now, the divorce settlement is pretty simple because they both got their own properties. They both got their own retirement accounts. They both agreed not to pay each other no alimony. But where I had to lean in a little closer was they both filed a motion to seal apparently some embarrassing acts that led to their divorce. And they said, should these embarrassing acts become public, it could impact their reputations, ability to earn financially, their mental health. I'm like,
oh my gosh.
That sound like somebody was in some badussy.
Yep. Somebody got caught. Yep.
They was either in some butt, they was either some muss, they was in some booty. Somebody was in some badussy. Come on now. Wait, reputation, finances, and mental health?
Mental,
and y'all asking a judge?
The reputation and the mental health for me.
Okay. All right. Sound like badussy. I'm just saying. Okay, so Karla, this probably is the biggest story in entertainment. And the story I care about the absolute least. Y'all, I don't care about TJ Holmes having an affair with his white co-worker. Do you not see what it did to Nia Long's family? When you sleep with your white co-workers? I don't care.
Not that we don't care. I'm just here.
Listen. People been sending me this story. People been DMing me this story. People been texting me about this story. I don't care about TJ Holmes. As a matter of fact, his name, for those of you who don't know, is Loutelious. Yes, the name of today's podcast. Loutelious. Tell me, if you live in a neighborhood and a Negro named Loutelious live in your neighborhood, you don't expect him to be community penis? Leave me alone. Loutelious sound like he got 3-4 kids by 3-4 different women living on the same street.
In 3-4 different countries.
And 3-4 different countries.
Straight up.
Loutelious sound like he got more kids than Nick Cannon. Loutelious sound like he sleep with everybody on the job.
Yeah, true that. That name is that's hilarious.
Loutelious sound like he start rubbing your shoulder and leg at the Christmas party at work, the holiday Christmas party at work once you done had one too many drinks.
Yeah, that's wild. I like, this is, when I saw it, I'm like, you know what's sad is like the fact that it's even news.
Y'all did not expect Loutelious to be sleeping with a coworker. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. His name is Loutelious. That's why he running around going by TJ, because TJ sounds welcoming. Loutelious gonna tell you everything you need to know about it. Loutelious sound like his business hours are from 9 to 5. Loutelious will hang you off the side of a building by your feet. Loutelious will tell you, ain't nobody come to see you, Otis.
Yeah, you stupid.
Loutelious will come home smelling like Victoria's Secret's pear in his crotch area after a long day of work. Loutelious, why your crotch smell like Victoria's Secret pear? Remember that flavor? That flavor had the strippers in a chokehold, didn't it? That pear had your strippers in a chokehold.
Yo, you stupid. Oh my God.
Dudes be at the barbershop like, dog, she fine, got a big butt, and she always smell like Victoria's Secret pear. Oh, you talking about Diamond?
Not that pear.
You talking about Diamond down at Dollar Bills? She danced down at Dollar Bills, don't she? Okay.
Oh my God. Man.
So TJ and Amy allegedly left because both of them married, y'all. So they allegedly left their spouses in August, and then they went on this little getaway, and paparazzi called, or somebody investigative. I don't know. I don't care, y'all. I'm trying to care. I don't care. I have never not cared about a story in my whole life.
Gosh, yo.
I'm trying to tell y'all, but I don't care. And it sounds like I don't care. And I'm trying to pull back. But anyway, let me just tell you real quick. I don't care. I don't care. But anyway, if you're wondering where they at, ABC pulled them off the air for now. because I guess they got the block too high. That was a dumb move on ABC though, because if you got the block high, you know how many people tuning in?
Isn't that a lawsuit though?
I don't know.
Is it in there? Because it's
they probably don't know their rights.
Both, that might. Only reason I'm saying that is because from my understanding, they're both in the same. Like, no, he's not her superior. She's not his superior. Mm-hmm. I think I read something that it's not in the policy. It wasn't in like their policy that you.
Look, hold on, I'm looking at my Ring camera. UPS done pulled up outside. What can ups do for us? Come on, ups. I want to go outside and be like, if it's up and it's up, then it's up and it's stuck. I'll be wanting to talk to people on my Ring camera. Be like, what up, bro?
No, don't do that. You'll so creep people out. Okay, I'm telling you, they gonna be like.
Yeah, he walking like he is over this job. Hey, bro. Bye, bro. Thank you, bro. Be safe on the road. But yeah, so I don't care. I mean, I just don't care, man. I don't care. Loutelious, y'all acting like y'all surprised TJ Holmes' community penis. His name is Loutelious. What do you expect? What do you expect? Name is gonna stick.
Never heard of a Loutelious in my life until just now.
Loutelious.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. All right, Karla. What are you watching on TV?
Girl, you know me. It's never anything. All right, I'm so caught up in like true crime. I'm caught up in like 2 cases. It's not even true crime.
Let's go.
I'm caught up in the Idaho case because that is just too mysterious to me.
The Idaho case? What's that?
With the teens that lost their lives.
Oh, wait, hold on. No. You know what? Let's take a break. Murdered. No. Let's take a break. Hold on. I'm going to take a break because you're going to have to explain this one to me because I think I know what's going on. Let's take a break. And when we come back, we're going to talk about what we've been watching on TV because I got some good stuff for y'all this week. That's why we need to take a break. All right. We'll be right back.
All right.
All right, Karla. So we back. So what was you saying you was watching? The Idaho case?
No, not watching. It's just, this is a real case like that's going on there. Go ahead.
Is it with the college students who just got randomly stabbed?
Yes.
Okay, tell me about that, please.
I'm just like obsessed. Well, because I don't want to, it'll be forever to get into details. You know, they found, it was 4 of them, I think 6 total in the house. There are 2 survivors, if I'm correct. But it's so much information. Okay, so basically, they think randomly, not randomly, because there was no forced entry or anything like that, if I'm mistaken. They were all stabbed.
Indoors
in their sleep.
Their sleep?
Yes, and I think a couple had defensive wounds. Like I said, I'm probably all over the place because I've got like 3 to 4.
Okay, so listen, I saw this case in passing, and I'm ashamed to admit that the day that I saw it on passing, I was like, in passing, I was like, I can't do no more. I can't do no murder today. You know, some days I just like I can't do no murder today.
Yeah, it's hard.
I just said a quick prayer for the families. Right. And but why did I think that this took place like at an outdoor something, or like I thought this was an outdoor situation where an attacker ran up?
Well, yeah, it was like that. I don't wait. Which one are you talking about? The one that hold on, Bestie. Which one are you talking about?
Wait a minute. I'm like, I don't know. We might be talking about 2 different cases.
Yeah, so many things that didn't went on because the one I'm talking about, they were inside.
All right, tell me about the case that you won, because I'll have all of our readers confused.
They just found them. Basically, they found them, dead, and they don't really have any details on who did it.
So it was 6 college.
Well, no, 4. Yeah, okay, I think. Listen, I just know that 4 because I feel like we're all over the place with this, and I don't like not having like accurate information. Okay. But 4 died.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it was 6 or not, but they don't know. Like,
is that the case where the mom said or the dad said they didn't want to have a funeral because they didn't want the killer might come to the funeral or watch the funeral?
I'm not sure. See, I don't know. That was the case, but I've been watching. I'm like stuck in that. Then I'm stuck in like that whole incident with the FedEx driver, which was horrible, kidnapping a 7-year-old girl and then killing her.
What, girl? Yeah, I'm cool. See, this is why I don't watch the news.
That's why I'm like stuck on like crime stuff. Like this girl. Shout out to like Reddit because I'm like, that's where I get stuck at. So that's why when it comes to like what you've been watching, I'll be like, girl, I'm right up in Reddit and true crime. But yeah, that was horrible. She was dropped off. I feel bad because I don't remember her name, but 7 years old, got off the school bus. FedEx driver, between that, her, and going in the house, he abducts her, and because of the GPS through FedEx, they were able to like to determine like he killed her within like an hour of abducting her. He's in jail. They have him. So that's the good news.
But that is horrible.
It is horrible. So the reason I was kind of stuck on that because that gets me because I'm like in neighborhoods anymore, we don't kind of get to know each other, and like that just shows you like your child could be that fast. Your child could be abducted just from going from the bus stop or whatever to their home.
Wow, that's horrible.
Or right.
Well, I feel like we need to take another break or something because God, Karla. No wonder when I call you, you be like, "What up, girl?" You got to leave that stuff. You got to come up that stuff, girl. So when I'm watching, so I watched the movie "Don't Worry, Darling." That was a good movie.
It was good.
Yeah, it was interesting. Very, very interesting. I watched what is it called? The White Lotus season 2. Yesterday, I closed my laptop and I said 2 tears in the bucket, and I just watched all of White Lotus season 2.
Really?
And
was it good?
Yeah, but apparently it's not done yet. Like, I hate when I binge something and it ain't done.
Oh yeah.
Now I gotta sit and wait to find out.
That's the only thing about binging. That's so true.
God, I hate when the plan is to wait till it's done so you can binge all the way through. But Epix just hit your girl off with the first 3 episodes of Godfather Harlem season 3. So guess who ain't working the rest of the day?
I know that's right. Oh, that's gonna be good.
Too bad, so sad. Y'all not getting no scoop from me. Oh Lord, yes. I will be watching Godfather Harlem season 3 for the rest of the day. But so that's about it. I guess we can go ahead and wrap up this week's show. Thank you all for tuning in. And don't forget, we do have merch available. If you're still looking for a Christmas gift, representing Ice Cream Convos would be a great way to represent. And I think that's all I got. I really feel fried today. My brain feels fried. And I feel like you can feel it in the podcast. I feel like my brain is fried. Yeah.
Busy lady, listen.
I'm Kentucky.
All them hats you wear. Not Kentucky. Now you gotta be Popeyes. We ain't doing KFC. You gonna put chicken.
Lord, that chicken for Popeyes. You know what? My ghetto ass about to get right in the car and go to Popeyes. You done started it. Lord, that chicken for Popeyes.
Scoop me.
Oh my gosh, man! Popeyes chicken is so goddamn good.
Yeah, it is.
But I got to eat it early. I eat it at night. The next morning, I wake up twitching like Smokey and Friday.
You do gotta. No, true that. Wow. Yeah.
Ooh,
Stop. Now you gonna have it on my brain now. I'm staying away. I ain't gonna do it.
Coleslaw, the red beans and rice. Oh,
you ever had a macaroni and cheese? And I thought I would never eat macaroni and cheese from a You're missing out on life. You are missing out on life. I'm gonna need you to check it out. I'm gonna need you to get on that.
Hold on. You know what I'm finna do?
What?
Watch this, y'all.
Yo.
Hey, baby.
Oh, God.
You hungry?
Yes, I mean,
I got something for you to eat.
For real?
So anyway, I wanted to know. I was on the podcast talking to Karla about Popeyes, and I kind of want some Popeyes. You want to ride me down the road to get some Popeyes?
Yeah, we can go. Let me finish the story up.
Thanks, Bill.
Yeah.
All right, love you.
Love you too.
Bye. He don't know he was on podcast.
You wrong. You dead ass wrong for that. You ain't do my brother like that.
Ooh, I had to do something to get these ratings up. Woo! Had to do something to get these ratings up. Yes, Lord. Hey, got to utilize all your resources.
Bless your heart, man.
Oh my goodness, Karla, you got any closing remarks for us this week?
Man, listen, y'all, just everybody, like you said earlier, show a little more tenderness, because now you really got my mind on the older folks now when we was talking about losing friends.
Yeah.
Be kind, behave yourself, and mind your good business. That's what we in all week. That's what it's been. Somebody just being in somebody else's business.
I ain't even gonna tell y'all to drink water and mind your business. I'm gonna tell y'all eat ice and mind your business, because if you chewing ice, you can't be talking crap. See, I couldn't cut them with right.
Yeah.
Eat ice.
Something is wrong with you.
All right, love y'all. We'll be back next week.
Yeah,
as you should.
We all we got.
Peace.
Ice cream conversation. Ice cream conversation. Let's go. Forever on the grind all day, every day. Ice cream combos, always real, they never play. Download the podcast, listen on any day. Why didn't I do this sooner? Only thing you ever say. Xaviera, best host of all time. All of the faithful listeners will say they never lie. Check every story they run, like me with the rhymes. When other shows report anything, it should be a crime. Entertainment news, yeah, I gotta get mine from ICC, and you should be inclined to do the same if you got half a mind. I do co-sign this lady to shine like Frankenstein. Cut it today design. IceCreamConvos.com. Tune in.